Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Okay, we're meeting after a very long time today, I think.
Yeah, I think after 4 months now.
After 4 months, oh my God, that's a very long time.
Yeah, I did not take sessions in between.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, so any questions, any doubts you have, anything you want to ask? I know we're meeting after 4 months, but still, anything you want to discuss before we begin?
Are you done with your graduation? I mean, you were in your
No.
graduation, right?
It's my third year, it's my final year. So my fifth semester is going to be over pretty soon, and then I'll have my last semester. Yeah, so
So
it's
how do
nice.
you manage, I mean, your studies and then these classes? I mean,
Uh,
like you're self-independent. You are independent now, even you are in college. I remember that when I was in college, I was relying on my parents for my pocket money.
Yeah, my parents do tell me, they say that why are you working? Like you get back home at around 6 or 6:30, then you do some other things, and then you have your sessions from 8 to 10. Why are you doing all of this right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not a lot of reasons for it. I'm just enjoying
Mhm.
what I'm doing, so I just keep on doing it. And the question that you asked that how am I able to manage it? It's actually pretty easy. It's not that difficult. There are 24 hours in the day. Like I just subtract the 8 hours. After that, I still have 16 hours. So that's pretty good. I can manage
So
it.
can I ask you some more question about you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So how much? I mean, I remember that you are very, I mean, career enthusiast person, right? So you even the last time when we had words, you were following Ankur Wariko and his books and many other books. You also suggested me some books. Like, where does all that motivation come from?
Okay. You'll not believe this if I tell it to you. Right. Like when I was back in class 11th and 12th, I had medical as a subject. Okay. I was not actually a commerce student. I did not know anything about management or anything about commerce. And right now, if I tell you, being in a BBA stream surrounded by all the commerce students, it's a little bit difficult for me to cope up.
You had medical in your
Yes.
12th,
I had
and then after that, you changed your subject to commerce.
commerce. Yeah. Actually, I did not want to pursue graduation at all. But the thing is that we're living in this Indian society and it needs a degree. Right. So that's why I chose to do BBA. It's easy and it's doable for me. But my main purpose is to set up my own company. So I'm learning a lot of skills, a lot of different skills on the side. I'm not trying or focusing a lot on my college. I do get a good CGPA, and I think that's more than enough for me. I get 7.5, and I think it's more than enough for me to get a degree. So, on the other hand, I'm focusing a lot more on different kinds of skills. Like Clapingo is basically helping me to develop my communication skills as
Definitely, yeah.
well. Right? So, I'm doing this. I'm learning Photoshop on the side. I'm learning business things. I'm learning finance. A lot of different things are going on. And if you ask me where the motivation comes from, I think it's everywhere. It's like all around me. If I cannot show you my room, it's kind of blur right now. My background is blur, but my room is filled with these things. Okay, so yeah, that's where I get the motivation from.
Oh, can you suggest me something? Because I, every now and then, I lose my motivation. It happens with me a lot. So, can you suggest me something? What should I do?
Yeah. Okay. There's a quote that I love. I actually love these two or three quotes. I'll tell you. The first one is there was this kind of a gym guy, okay, and I was watching his video, and he said that, "What do you think? Like people who are working out, are they motivated? No, they're not motivated. They want to quit every day. Okay, they wake up and they feel like that. Oh, I don't want to go to gym. Okay, but they're disciplined. They're not motivated as much as they're disciplined, right?
Yeah.
So instead of trying to find the right motivation that it'll come to me. I think the best way is to just be dedicated and very very disciplined in whatever you do. Right? If you're setting up a time that I want to wake up at 6:30, you should be up at 6:20. Okay, that's what I think. That's the first thing. Second thing
So,
that
hmm.
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. Just one last thing. Right? This is the most beautiful quote that I've ever heard. It says, "Consistency beats talent every time." Okay. And it's something that I actually live by. I do not have the talent. Okay. I know that there are a lot of people, even at Clapingo, who are much better at English than me. Okay, including the learners too. But because of my consistency, I'm still doing it. I'm still trying to pursue my dream, and it just keeps on going. Yeah, that's all.
I totally agree with you. Even if people are not talented enough, but still, if they are just consistent, they can achieve many things. They can surpass those talented people, those privileged people, right?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, and it's absolutely true. Look, the talent goes to waste in a minute. If you're not putting it to use, you're losing your talent every single day. Right. A little bit of it, a part of it, you're losing it every single day if you're not putting it to the right use. Right.
Yeah.
I have so many friends in college, outside college. I have a lot of friends from different age groups, from different countries, you will say. Right. But when I see them, some of them are working even harder than me. Right. And some of them are working like not at all. So I just choose to look at the ones who are working harder than me instead of looking at the ones who are not working at all. That keeps me motivated. That keeps me, I think, kind of straightforward and just moving forward kind of a mindset. That's good. I think.
So, okay, in your age, there are many, distractions, or you can say many things that pull us down. It happens a lot in this age, right? So, how do you cope up with that?
Okay, look, being very
If
honest,
I'm being so inquisitive,
no.
just tell me
The-
if I'm being so inquisitive.
No, totally fine, totally fine. I do get distracted, and being honest, I do all the things that actually distract me. So if I have a girlfriend, I definitely have one, right? I do drink with my friends sometimes, occasionally, but I tell my parents beforehand that I'm gonna go out with my friends today, right? So that's kind of my responsibility to tell them. So I tell. So being distracted is it's not wrong actually, I think, but limiting your distractions, that's something that's in your. Right now, I go clubbing as well. I go clubbing once in 2 or 3 months. Right now, I have friends who are going clubbing every single day. There's a very big difference.
Yeah. So,
That,
you should not get carried away with all those
that
habits, right?
you cannot. My father tells me one thing. He's kind of my idol, you can say. He tells me all the things, all the good things, and I try to follow him. Right? He tells me that it's not possible to eradicate the distractions. It's not at all possible.
Yeah.
Let's say that I
Unless you are a saint or you are a monk.
exactly, it's not at all possible. So the thing that you can do is you can try to put your time to better use, and you'll not be distracted. Right now, I'm taking my Clapingo session. I'm in a routine. Right, so from 8 to 10, I cannot do all those things that all my friends can be doing right now. Right, so I'm just putting my time to better use. That's all I can do. Yeah.
All right.
But it's interesting, answering all these questions is actually making me realize that I've come a long way from class 12. Like the Mantavya that was there in class 12 and the Mantavya that I am today, it's a very big difference.
Yeah, that's great. That's really great. So, one more thing, I'm so curious to know that you took medical in your 12th. So, after that, you switched to PBA. So, there are some fundamentals, there are very basic things that, first of all, you need to know. For example, there are some basic concepts that you need to know before entering into BBA. So, did you take some coaching for that separately, or did you just directly straight away enter into this BBA and then?
Okay, basically my admission towards BBA it was all dependent on my merit, on my class 12 percentage. So I had a good percentage at that time. So I was able to get in very easily. But yes, when I was in my first semester, it was a little bit hard to cope up with all those things, right? Because it was very new to me. I did not understand a lot of things. But as I said, that I left medical for a reason. I knew that I had a natural business instinct. So it was very easy for me to cope up. Right. In the
Okay.
beginning, it seemed very new, but it was easy. It seemed very easy. Like when students were studying for 6, 7 hours, I was studying for 2 or 3 hours. I was able to cope up in that time. That was it. Like, BBA is actually a very practical subject. It's a very practical, and I'm studying about consumer behavior right now. I'm studying about advertisements right now. That how do we make them and what should be the purpose behind making them. All these things, we know all of that, right? But we never look at them the way that I'm looking at them right. So it's a very practical subject. So if you understand it and if you like it, very do it. It's not difficult. That's all about it.
Yeah.
But engineering, I think that's definitely difficult. I have a lot of friends, and I said I belong to a technological university, right? So they are pursuing engineering, and they are like, it's very tough. I don't know how they're doing it. They have to study for 10 hours, 8 hours a day, and it's not easy to do it. It's very difficult. So, yeah, I'm just enjoying and having fun, you can say. Yeah,
All right.
that's anything you want to ask? Any questions, any doubts?
No, I think I've got all my answers today.
It was a very interesting session. It was a very, very interesting session that we had. Right? And
Yeah.
I actually feel really happy to have answered all your questions. Even I did not know if I could have answered those questions that somebody else asked me, but it was very spontaneous.
Would you allow me to post this video on YouTube if I
Okay.
have to?
Yeah, that's not in my hands. It's actually in the hands of Clapingo. So you can talk to them about it. I do not have an objection, but like the Clapingo is the final decision maker. Okay, they'll have to decide that.
All right.
Okay, so let's meet in the next session now because the session is going to get auto cut in about a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll meet pretty soon, I think. Then let's talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, bye bye. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.